Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. So today I thought I would kind of do a look back at the Max Lux that I've made, and then I'll talk about sort of Max Lux in general as well. But first, I am going to complete my 70th Max Lux. Here is a Bastet Evolution. I already have her Ascension done, but yeah, the Evolution is usable as well. And then later, we'll probably get the thing where you can fuse two Max Lux together of one character, so that they can have an Ableberry. So when that happens, I'll probably feed this one to the Ascension, so I can get an Ableberry on Bastet Ascension. Okay, so let's go ahead here. Where would it be? Ah, at the top. No, not at the top. There she is. Alrighty. Okay, so there it is. We take 99 Bastets and we fuse them all together, and then we get a Max Lux. And then two good things about a Max Lux. You get extra rewards at the end of a quest, and then also during a quest, they have a greater chance of kind of summoning random items during the course of the mission, especially when you hit the weak point of a boss. And then one other thing, there are luck skills, and so if somebody has the luck skill of critical, the higher their luck, the more chance they have of getting a critical hit in. So yeah, that's three good reasons to make a Max Lux. Alrighty, so there is Bastet. I haven't hypermaxed her yet, but it's probably because I'm not going to use her at all. So yeah. And there they are. And then we'll go here to the grades, and we'll look at exactly how many Max Lux I got. Yep, 70, right there. Whew. Alrighty. I don't have a goal of Max Lux, like 100 Max Lux or something. I'm not interested in that. So I guess, yeah, now I'll talk about sort of my history with Max Lux. I remember when I first heard of the concept, like within the first couple months of me playing, I thought it was impossible. Way too much work. Yeah, to get 99 drops of somebody was ridiculous. But then, the English version released the Mythos quests, and this was an amazing opportunity for us. First of all, it's always available, almost always available, and so... Where is he? There he is. So you can work at your own pace, and then you can do it any time of day as well. And yeah, it used to be where you play Cthulhu's quest once, and then you get a drop. Now Cthulhu also drops from rewards chests and luck chests, so it's even easier to make him. And then as you're making him, you'll get tickets for the other Mythos characters. And so, yeah, one really leads to the other. Where's the other one? There's Dax. Yeah, Dax's stage, you can get tickets from Cthulhu, and then you can use Cthulhu Max Lux in Dax to make a Dax Max Lux, and then you can use Dax to make a Leah Max Lux. So yeah, the Cthulhu, two versions of Dax, and then two versions of Leah. Those were my first 5 Max Lux, and that was a big leg up. Yeah, usually if you're starting from 0, the first Max Lux that you make takes a lot of time, because you're trying to farm it without other Max Lux. But with these 5, it's almost like playing the game on easy mode, rather than, you know, the regular. So yeah, those were my first 5, the Mythos Quest characters. I think Queen Butterfly was soon after them, or Descoil. But yeah, I just kept going, and now I got 70, and I don't need many more, I think. And then what else is on my topics? Yeah, why make a Max Lux? The most obvious reason is to make more other Max Lux, but that is not quite enough reason for some people. Another thing is for those reasons that I mentioned, greater chances for luck skills or to generate items during a quest. And Yeah, even if you weren't interested in that, there is one quest where max lux are almost necessary, and that is the Dragon Gem quests. When you're farming for Dragon Gems, their drop rate is super low, and so to have max lux that can get you more chests is it's a smart thing to do. And then even to play with 4 max lux, to get some friends together and play with 4 max lux, that's ideal. Just to raise your chances the best. And then, yeah, that also comes in handy for like the Murasame or Muramasa quests, because tickets are also very hard to come by in those quests. So that's another reason to make max lux. And then the final reason, and then the reason that I'm most interested in, is because it's kind of like building a collection, you know? To get one drop of a character, you know, that's like unlocking a character at a certain level. But to truly unlock a character would be to make a max luck of it. And then the way that I play and think now, I absolutely must play with a max luck in my first slot. And so that limits, actually, who I can use in that first slot. So the first slot I'll use max luck, and the others I'll use hatcher monsters or whatever. And so to get a character to max luck suddenly makes it more available to me to play with. But yeah, also, you know, just from the collection aspect, I like collecting. I collect hats now. When I was a kid, you know, baseball cards, that kind of thing. So this is fun for me to, you know, build up my collection like this. And then there's one other reason, which is not a part of our game quite yet, but it's in the JP game. And that is max luck bonuses. Depending on how many max lucks you collect, then you unlock certain things. Some are skills that activate, like you can have your strike shot gauge charged up, or some other things, I forget. But there are some other ones where you unlock characters as well. And kind of the one that most people aim for in the JP game right now is to make 30 max lux to unlock a Hakua. And this is amazing for a lot of people, because one, Hakua shows up so infrequently, and then two, because Hakua is so difficult to beat, even if you meet her. And a guaranteed way to get Hakua is very attractive to many people, so they'll make, 30 max lux just purely for that reason. And hopefully we'll be seeing that soon. And then kind of the one that the level that I'm most interested in is unlocking, or making 65 max lux. Because once you get to 65, then you unlock all of the current abilities in the game. Like bonuses within the stage, or if you beat a stage even, or like friends lists kind of a thing. So yeah, I'm at that level, 65 and up. And then, what else do I have on my list? How to make a max luck. So yeah, in my experience, if you are playing with other max lucks and then you play for a full 2 hours, if you're doing really well, then you can get like 40 drops in a 2-hour span. And so before, when there's a 2-hour window, that would take maybe 2.5 rounds. But now with a 3-hour span, you could possibly do it in 2 rounds. Get 50 drops each. That depends if you have the right max lux for it, and if you're playing really well and getting no continued clears and speed clears and that kind of thing. Yeah, and that to me is a lot of fun, to make a max luck. Because it's kind of, you're perfecting your technique, and you're also finding the team that works best for your playstyle in order to master this level. And so all of these guys, they are kind of proof, or like a trophy, that you've mastered a certain mission. So yeah, Takayasha here, she's kind of a tricky mission, but I have her max luck, so I can say that I've mastered her mission. And that's pretty nice to say. Some of these other characters, though, like these are kind of special limited time monsters that you get through unique methods. This doesn't really signify mastery so much as patience and endurance. If you can play, a certain mission over and over again, so that you can build up the shards you need to make a max luck of this. So yeah, probably, well, it is still a trophy, but kind of a different meaning. Yeah. And then in that sense, the trophy that has the most meaning is Alexander here. His quest was, ugh, I don't want to think about it. I don't consider many quests like this, but it was boring and required a lot of concentration. And actually, the time length to make it was very short. So Alexander was probably the most difficult for me to make overall. But yeah, I do have that trophy, probably to signify, yes, my me being an idiot. For the amount of work that he required for his usability, doesn't really match up. But still, very happy to have him. Alright. And then the next topic that I had was how to choose which Max Lux to make. Making every Max Lux is not necessary. Making this many Max Lux is not necessary. You could probably just get away with the 5 Mythos Quests Max Lux, and then maybe make a Null Warp or 2. And that will probably see you through most of the game, actually. But what I did is that I wanted a null ability character for each element. So I wanted like a null damage roll character for fire, water, wood, light, and dark. And then that kind of expanded so that I wanted bounce and pierce characters of each null ability in every element. And so that came out to about 40 Max Lux, so that I could, meet every element with every gimmick. And then it kind of just grew from there. Like here, like limited time characters that are easy to make, I just go ahead and make them even if I don't need them. And then there are other characters that are sort of just oddball. Like here, Titanium, he doesn't have any null abilities at all, but what he has is a Slayer. And then as we get farther and farther into the game, every element and every gimmick is going to be covered in every combination. So what they're doing now is kind of giving Slayers to those different combinations in order to differentiate them from others. One example is Joker here. He's kind of similar to Lilith Ascension. It's a bounce, null warp, water type, but kind of the big difference between the two is their Slayer. Joker has Mech Slayer, and then Lilith has a Demi-Human Slayer. So you can use them in different ways in that sense. And of course strike shots and bone combos. So yeah. If you can... I kind of recommend to draw a line, I'm going to make Max Lux up to this point, fulfill these categories, and then I'm going to stop. If you don't think about it and you just make Max Lux forever, then you might get burned out. For the record though, I am not burned out. I still enjoy making Max Lux. And yeah, on that note, I can talk about what other Max Lux I'm working on now. I'm concentrating most on Impossible Max Lux, and as you can see, I'm very close on quite a few of them. Yeah, the ones in the 80s, that should take one more 2-hour window easily. And then the ones in the 70s, that should take maybe 1 2-hour window if I'm lucky, or probably 2, we'll see. Yamato Takeru and Ashura are coming along. Daikokuten is coming along slowly. And then Light Murasame, she's close too, but I don't have any more light tickets, so I need to wait for another round of Dark Murasame to come around, and that might be another couple months, so yeah, that'll be a bit of a wait there. And then I'm working on some extreme monsters too. I'm working on my second Marie Antoinette, and then what I do when I work on a second Max Lux of a character is I bring a Hakua party to them. So yeah, I'm taking a Hakua party to Marie Antoinette, slowly building up her Max Lux. And that was the case for Bastet as well. The second Bastet, I brought a Hakua party. Hakua did not appear. And then that was the case for PCG3 as well, the second PCG3. Just took a Hakua party through him. Hakua did not appear there either. And then here, Roller Girl. She's my first Max Luck that I'll be making of her, but she's not very necessary, so I'm bringing a Hakua party through her as well. And so she's coming along a little more slowly than like your average extreme monster. Isun as well, same deal there. Queen Butterfly, that's going to be my third. I'm hoping for the festival version of a Queen Butterfly to come, because that artwork is pretty cool. Fox Metal here, I am bringing a standard Max Luck team, because I want to finish him soon, and I'm going to take the chance that I'm going to run into Hakua in the hopes of finishing Fox Metal before that happens. Da Vinci, I'm also working on, second one of her. There's an X version coming of her later. Rakshasa, I'm working on a second version of him. Astaroth, I'm kind of working on. She has a Beast Slayer L, so she's good for the Dragon Gem quest. And then Ghoulie, Hakua team for him too. Basilisk, he's another one that I'm bringing an actual farming team to with Max Lux, because I'd like to finish him quickly. Yeah, I kind of resisted making him for a long time because I had a lot of other green, no gravity barrier Max Lux. But he's got the blast bump combo, so I think that'll be good. And then here, Satellite, I'd love to make a Max Luck of her. She's only got the flight, but she has a very strong bump combo, so that would be great. She is difficult though, I am having trouble with her. And yeah, those are my plans for Max Lux from now. So yeah, and that overall was my talk about Max Lux, and hopefully that was insightful, and hopefully that inspires you to make some Max Lux as well. Alrighty, thanks for watching, take care.